The story begins with a beautiful woman named Alice. She's 40 years old, and for the past 8 years, she's been working for a high-end fashion magazine in Paris. Alice is fully devoted to her career, chasing success with everything she's got. But her sharp attitude and somewhat old-fashioned ways have turned into roadblocks. Because of this, for the last 4 years, she hasn't received a single promotion. Her personal life isn't any brighter. Alice is divorced, living with her young daughter. Yet, because of work, she can hardly spend time with her little girl. Every morning, before heading to the office, Alice drops her daughter at her sister's place. Loneliness has quietly wrapped around Alice's life. And then, on behalf of her company, Alice is sent on an assignment to Brazil. On her flight back to Paris, Alice crosses paths with a young man named Adam. He's just 20 years old, still a college student. Adam had originally booked an economy seat, but due to a last-minute issue, he's upgraded to business class. And that's where fate sits him, right next to Alice. For Adam, it's his very first time in business class. Alice, however, stays focused on her laptop, buried in work as always. But then, as the plane begins its descent, turbulence shakes the cabin violently. Alice suddenly panics. Instinctively, she grabs Adam's hand. For Adam, that single moment feels unforgettable. No one has ever held his hand like that before, and deep inside, a sudden attraction toward her. Moments later, the plane lands safely. Alice collects her things, simply says bye, and walks away. Adam wants to talk, but the chance slips. Alice has dropped her flash drive onto the seat, rushing out to return it. But by the time he reaches the exit, it's too late. Alice is already gone. All Adam can do, watching her disappear into the distance. On the drive home, Alice's sister brings up a doctor she knows. She insists Alice should meet him. But Alice has no interest in marriage. She refuses outright. The next day, Alice heads back to the office. Her colleagues whisper behind her back, annoyed by her cold and distant attitude. Still, she does have one male friend at work, someone who always supports her. Later, one of the staff members approaches Alice with a message. A boy named Adam called. He said he wants to talk to you, but Alice brushes it off. She shakes her head. I don't know any Adam. Instead, she goes straight to her boss, hoping to discuss her long-awaited promotion. But the conversation doesn't go the way she hoped. Her boss looks at her and says, Alice, your articles, they feel outdated. People don't find them interesting anymore. If things don't change, I might have to let you go. The words cut deep. That night, Alice stays late at the office, restless, trying to figure out how she can bring something new and thrilling into her work. Then, she notices a note left on her desk, and suddenly, she remembers the plane. She did drop her flash drive. Without wasting another moment, Alice dials Adam. Where are you? I need that flash drive. It's important. At that moment, Adam is out with his friends at a bar. Over the noise and laughter, he tells her to come meet him there. Hesitant but determined, Alice drives over. Outside the bar, Adam greets her warmly, then leads her inside, introducing her to his group of friends. Inside the bar, 2 girls from Alice's office spot her, with Adam. They're stunned. Alice, however, is in no mood for gossip. She just wants her flash drive back. When she asks Adam for it, he smiles and says, It's at my place. We'll have to go there. Reluctantly, Alice follows him outside. Adam points to his scooter and gestures for her to hop on. It's Alice's very first time riding one, and she hesitates. Adam hands her a helmet. She struggles to put on properly, so Adam leans closer, helping her adjust the strap. At that exact moment, the same 2 office girls catch sight of them from an angle that makes it look like they're kissing. They quickly snap a photo and, without a second thought, post it online. Meanwhile, Adam takes Alice to his home, where his father is present. Adam, stalling intentionally, delays handing over the flash drive, just to keep talking to Alice a little longer. Eventually, he gives it back. As Alice prepares to leave, Adam offers, I could drop you back on the scooter. But Alice refuses. I'll take a cab. Still, Adam tries once more. Maybe we could grab a coffee sometime? She simply smiles, thanks him, and walks away. The next day, when Alice walks into the office, she notices everyone staring at her strangely. Confused, she finally learns why. A colleague shows her the photo, the one posted online. To everyone, it looks like Alice and Adam are kissing. Alice knows the truth. It was nothing but a misunderstanding. But her boss sees it differently. With a wide grin, he says, "I love this new look, Alice." Alice shakes her head. "It's not what you think." But her boss insists, "No, this is exactly what we need. Our magazine targets the youth. If you're seen with someone like him, it shows you understand their world." Alice, however, feels conflicted, disturbed by the rumors at work. Alice turns to her trusted friend for advice. He tells her bluntly, "Just date Adam, at least for the world to see. If your boss believes it, you'll finally get that promotion." Alice knows it's wrong, but in her mind, there's only one thing that matters: her career. So without thinking too much, she decides to use Adam as a way to move forward. The very next day, Alice meets him, this time with a brand new look. Adam is stunned. He can't take his eyes off her. Alice flirts, gently, and the two start talking. Adam still can't believe this is real. He's actually spending time with her. That night, Alice takes Adam to a friend's show. But here, she makes sure everyone notices she's with a man 20 years younger. When the host of the show, Alice's own friend, comes over and starts touching her a little too casually, Adam doesn't like it. He mocks the host and his performance. Alice laughs at Adam's jokes, enjoying the moment, but the host feels humiliated and storms off. Later, Alice and Adam share a quiet moment. Adam admits, "I never imagined meeting you like this, going out together like this." He already knows about her past, that she's divorced, that she has a daughter. But none of that matters to him. Alice says, "We need to understand each other better." Just then, her phone rings. It's her sister. She says she's invited that doctor, the one she wanted Alice to meet. Alice doesn't want to go, but out of respect for her sister, she agrees. To Adam, she lies. "My daughter's sick. I have to go home." Without a second thought, he hurries to get her a taxi, making sure she leaves safely. And in that moment, Alice realizes just how deeply Adam cares for her. At home, she joins her sister, brother-in-law, and the doctor for dinner. But Alice has been drinking, and under the influence, she begins asking the doctor awkward, inappropriate questions. The doctor, insulted and uncomfortable, finally gets up and walks away. Alice keeps trying, hoping that impressing her boss will finally earn her that long-awaited promotion. But nothing seems to work. So, she decides to take Adam with her to a glamorous fashion show. The company's CEO and her boss are both there. During the show, as models strut confidently down the runway, one of them suddenly trips and falls. Adam rushes forward, helping her back on her feet. The CEO notices this gesture and is quietly impressed by Adam's kindness. After the show, at the after-party, Alice and Adam share drinks. Soon, they're on the dance floor, moving together. But just as something seems about to happen, Alice spots a group of girls taking pictures of them. Alarmed, she quickly grabs Adam's hand and pulls him outside. Adam drives her home on a scooter. And there, standing at her doorstep, comes a moment. Adam leans in, about to kiss her. But Alice steps back, hesitant, then quietly slips inside, leaving Adam standing in the rain of disappointment. Later that night, Adam can't resist. He returns to Alice's home. There, he learns her daughter is staying over at her aunt's. Seizing the moment, Adam kisses Alice. And this time, Alice doesn't stop herself. The night becomes intimate. The next morning, reality hits Alice hard. Guilt floods in. She tells Adam to leave. But outside, a storm is raging. Heavy rain forces Adam to stay a little longer. Then, suddenly, Alice's sister and daughter return home. Alice introduces Adam as a colleague. She hands him a few files to make it look real. Adam turns to leave, walking toward the door. But just as he steps outside, Alice stops him. This time, she kisses him. And in that tender moment, it becomes clear. Soon, Alice begins to feel something she never expected. What started as a relationship for show slowly transforms into something real. She enjoys being with Adam. He surprises her with little adventures, takes her places, makes her laugh. Both of them truly happy together. One day, Adam looks at Alice and asks softly, "You're beautiful, wealthy, successful. Why me?" Alice has no answer. She had stepped into this relationship for selfish reasons. Not long after, Alice finally gets a promotion. She should be celebrating, but her thoughts keep drifting back to Adam. She begins to wonder, should she really continue this relationship? The answer comes when Adam meets her again. He says, "I love you, Alice, and I want to marry you." Alice is stunned. She pulls back. "Adam, we're too different. I'm 20 years older than you. You still have your whole life ahead of you. And me? I have responsibilities, a daughter, a career. We can't be together. What will people say?" Her voice breaks as she admits, "Yes, I love you. But maybe it's better if we stop here." Adam refuses to accept it. His heart is set, but Alice walks away, leaving him behind. Deep down, she knows the truth. She once used Adam only for her promotion, but now she truly loves him. And yet, because of her duties, her fears, and the weight of society's judgment, Alice chooses distance over love. After walking away from Adam, Alice feels a loneliness she's never known before. Her days seem empty. Her nights silent. Forgetting Adam is impossible. And Adam? He's no different. Drowning in heartbreak, he confides in his father. His father listens, then smiles gently. "When I was your age, I too fell in love. These things, they happen. But life doesn't stop here, son. You have to move forward." Days later, at Alice's office, the CEO arrives to personally review the new magazine cover. But she's unimpressed. She wants something fresh, someone new, an unseen face for the readers. And then, her eyes fall on Alice's laptop. On the screen, a photo of Adam. Recognition strikes. That's the boy from the fashion show, the one who helped the fallen model. That's our face. That's our cover. Alice freezes. The last thing she wants is to face Adam again. But under pressure from her boss, she has no choice. She calls him. She texts him. But Adam, heartbroken and bitter, sits at home drinking. He ignores her calls. Finally, Alice shows up at his door, pulling him out to talk. For a moment, Adam's heart leaps. He thinks maybe Alice wants to be with him again. But Alice tells him the truth. "You should model for the magazine. You'll get to work with beautiful women, and you'll be paid well." Her words cut deep. Adam realizes she's here for work, not for love. Anger floods his eyes. "I don't want to see you again. It's better if we never meet." And with that, he storms away. The day of the photo shoot arrives. Everyone waits. Cameras are ready. The CEO is eager. But Adam is nowhere to be seen. Alice's heart races. If Adam doesn't come, she could lose her job. Just when hope begins to fade, the door opens. Adam walks in, because deep down, no matter the pain, he still loves Alice. Adam is taken to the makeup room, where stylists prepare his look for the big shoot. Just then, Alice's friend approaches him. With guilt in his voice, he confesses, "I was the one who told Alice to fake a relationship with you, just so she could get a promotion." The words hit Adam like a knife, so it was all an act. But instead of hiding his pain, Adam steps out and, in front of everyone, pulls Alice close and kisses her. The cameras flash, the room stirs, and then Adam poses for the shoot. The lights, the lens, the instructions. He isn't used to any of it. Frustration builds. He snaps, walking away. Alice rushes after him, desperate to explain. But Adam's anger bursts out. "I loved you, Alice, with all my heart. And you used me for your own gain." Broken, he walks away. Her boss fires her. Alice is left utterly alone. Her career gone. Her heart empty, haunted by Adam's memories. For the first time in her life, she understands. Love matters more than ambition. And so, she goes to Adam's college. In front of everyone, she bares her soul. "I don't care about my future anymore. I don't care what society says. All I want is you. Adam, I love you, and I want to be with you." Her voice trembles. Tears fall. She apologizes. And Adam, still in love, still hers, pulls her into his arms. He kisses her, forgiving her at last. And with that, the story comes to an end.